پیغام پاڼه کې خپل د خوښې چیغې ولیکئ او 150 واستوئ.
موږ ویاړو چې افغانان افغانستان سره مینه لرو.
From around the wicket, is trying to not give any width to the batsman to work with. It's good. You want a fast bowler in here or a spinner to find?
Up in the air, in the gap 4. He hit it really, really hard, did Isanula. There was a moment where the fielder and the bowler might have thought there was a chance. But in the end, it was a dive in despair from the man at cover, just coming down the wicket and hit it right out the middle of the bat, trying to give it a bit of air. Sikandar Raza, but was too full, too wide, and with no fielders out there, really, at this stage of the game, a free hit, you'd have to say.
Quicker delivery, defends it.
To answer your question, I've got no problem with a change in tactics, change of pace, bringing the spinner on. Just an off-spinner against a right-hander at this stage of the game. I think it's pretty tough. It's up in the air. There are two fielders out there. So it'll just be the single. Not in control on that occasion. Isanula just held back slightly by Sikandar Raza, and that affected the missed time from the batsman. Yeah, I've got no problem with the change. I just think with these two, that when the bowlers have got the ball in the right area, they prove difficult. And it doesn't help when you're not going to take half chances. It was a difficult one. It wasn't a straightforward one at all, but a perplexed stare from Sikandar Raza. That brings up 50 for Afghanistan. Shazad trying to hit one over mid-off again, just not getting the elevation. And it was in the air for a long, long time. Despairing dive from Jarvis, I think it is, who's standing at mid-off. And all he's able to do is parry it towards the boundary. Half chance, but as I said, those, you've got to try and get them to stick. Because it's those little moments in a game that really turn it on its head. End of 9, 52 for none.
کجا بخیر خیریت خواسته؟ دیر زنها دورسی قسم میکردن که وزارت صحت همه قسم واکسین جدید شامل واکسین اطفال کرده. میرم کلینیک ببینیم چه قسم واکسین است. دکتر صاحب خبر شدم که برای اطفال نوزاد کدام رقم واکسین به خاطر جلوگیری سال میدن. آیا گپ راست است؟
بله، خوشبختانه که وزارت صحت عامه در این اواخر در پالوی دیگر واکسین های روزانه خود یک واکسین جدید در برنامه موافقت کتلوی خود اضافه کرده که نام از این واکسین روتاخ است و اطفال را از یک نوع ویروس خطرناک اسهالات وقایه میکنه. این واکسین دو بار برای اطفال تطبیق میشه که بار اول در 6 هفتگی یعنی 1.5 ماهگی و بار دومش در 10 هفتگی یعنی 2.5 ماهگی تطبیق میشه. خوبی از این واکسین است که به شکل پیشکاری نه بلکه از طریق دهان داده میشه.
خب خیر ببین دکتر صاحب، از معلوماتی که برام دادی خیلی کارت طفل مسنی را ببینید و بگوین که چه وقت نوبت واکسینش است.
طفل شما یک ماه است، 15 بعد که 45 روزش بخیر باز بیارش که واکسین روتا را برش تطبیق کنیم.
Afghanistan have won 5 to Zimbabwe's 4 Harare, 3-2. So not a lot in it, but still, at your home venues, you need to be making sure that you're on top. So they're ahead in one game each at all those 3 venues. No real difference. That's up in the air. Just falls short of the man in mid-off. So continuing to attack Isanula. But there again, look at the length. And that's caused the false shot. Prior to this, the ball's been full and easy hit through the line. There we go. That's back of a length. He has to hit on the up now. And that is a totally different kettle of fish when you're having to try and hit the ball on the up. Very, very difficult shot. And hence, it produced the false stroke, but just not carrying to Graham Creamer at mid-off.
Has delicately played that one to take a single, but talk us through about the nature of surfaces in Bulawayo and Harare, how different they are from for example, Sharjah International Cricket Stadium pitch.
There's a bit of grass on the ones back home is the immediate difference. You can't see your reflection on the surface. The Sharjah one is all on its own, a different wicket from anywhere else in the world. really has just rolled mud and has rolled to a sheen. Really, really good batting surface.
Another good short ball.
There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Make it difficult. And it is a bit late. We're in the 10th over. Should have been done a lot earlier, this method of attack. And it would have made it all the more difficult early on for the Afghanistan batsmen. I just think they've started employing it too late. But the first 4 overs, 5 overs, there wasn't enough of this stuff. And that allowed them to get set and hit through the line.
And it's going to be a different examination of Afghanistan batsmen throughout the series. It's a 5-1 international series, so will not be late realization from them. After 5 overs, realizing that what length to bowl, and they might persist it throughout the tournament. They might have found something clearly working for them.
You've got to sort of say to yourself as a team that if it's a good batting surface and the team is, going to get 260, 270, if that's a par score, make it difficult for them to get there. Don't just give it away and say, oh, it's a flat batting wicket. Make it difficult for the opposition to score. Try and bowl to their weaknesses. That's the key for me. End of 10, end of the first power play, 54 for none.
مؤسسه تحصیلات عالی شفا نصاب تحصیلی معیاری اساتید با تجربه و مسلکی تطبیقات لابراتوارهای مجهز کوزهای مسلکی و تقویتی دیپلم در لسان انگلیسی و ترانسپورت رایگان برای الناس همراه با فیس باور نکردنی هیستوماتولوژی 16000 افغانی فارماسی 12000 افغانی حقوق و علوم سیاسی 8000 افغانی مؤسسه تحصیلات عالی شفا آینده درخشان شما
It's Don't cut the top. No.
So end of the first power play, it means the start of the second power play, more luxury for the captain to spread the field, to have more number of fieldsmen on the boundary ropes, and the field will be slightly spread up, so that will give the opportunity to the batsman to work the singles round like this. Easy single.
Yes, 4 men allowed outside the circle and 5 have to remain inside the circle for the overs up to the 40th over, and then thereafter the captain can put 1 more back, and that'll mean 5 on the boundary edge and 4 have to be in the circle. Bit of width, and he's found the gap. Wasn't in control of that shot, Yusanullah. It was more a healthy leading edge than anything else, and he's found the gap and will get through for a brace.
Lovely touched up delivery, bit of extra bounce, bit of turn also. Held the edge through the gap. He's on to 38. Shahzad is betting on 19 of 27, 38 of 36. Hits it hard this time around.
He asked me about the pitches. Bulawayo pitch is more subcontinent-like, very good for batting. Nice even carry, even bounce. Very, very flat indeed. There's an even healthier edge. And this one's gone fine, and it'll go to the boundary for 4. Not a very good effort, you'd have to say. Brian Vittori it is, trying to put in a dive at the end to make the save. It was a bit tentative though, didn't really commit to trying to dive and haul it back, and in the end made a little bit of a mess of it.
First thing first, taking the angle away from the delivery. Look at this one, just playing it deliberately, is opening the face of the bat, and then we needed a bit more commitment there on the boundary ropes. Maybe he can think about the prospect of having slip in position. Look at this one, not there. Works through the onside, will take single.
Maybe he thought he would slide a bit further. Just where he was sliding there, it goes from green grass to a dead area. Bit muddy. 11 overs ball, 62 for none.
شفاخانه مدرن KMC از مشهورترین متخصصین هندی هر یک دکتر سومت آنند، پروفسور ارتوپدی و تعویض مفاصل، دکتر ماینک مادام، پروفسور معده، جراحی جهاز هضمی و لپراسکوپی دعوت به عمل آورده از تاریخ 27 دلو الا اول هوت 1396 و همچنان دکتر عبدالعزیز از کشور هندوستان در بخش داخله عمومی به طور همروزه در خدمت هموطنان عزیز قرار دارد. ثبت نام جریان دارد. KMC تداوی با لبخند.
That's where he is. He's been a chief tormentor for Zimbabwe in 2020 series. Over the years, he's made this telling contribution in the rise of Afghanistan cricket from level 5 to international cricket. Gets a leg side-ish delivery. And somehow he stops that one. Brendan Teller. That's where he is. Mohammad Nabi. Getting a couple of important 40s with bat in hand, and will certainly love the conditions here. His son Hassan, leg spinner, watching the action, might be tempted to take a few lashes from his father and maybe from Mujib Jadran, I think. A wry smile, normally a composed look for Nabi. Good temperament. Just nudges it down to the third man for one. Runs coming easily. The singles coming, they will have to do something different. Maybe introduce the leg spinner.
Good point. Creamer's a key factor in this game and where he bowls. And he's tended it of late to bowl more towards the back end of the innings. And as they've tried to get on with it, he's been able to take a few crucial wickets. So very interesting to see when he decides to bring himself on and how he uses himself. Is it in one spell or two separate spells? Bulawayo, if I'm not mistaken, will be where Zimbabwe play Afghanistan in the World Cup qualifiers in the pool game. And that, you'd have to say, would determine who takes the most points and who finishes top to go into the Super 6 stage. So it'll be a crucial place where they will meet in Bulawayo, and it'll be interesting to see what the curator does there, what sort of pitch that he looks to prepare, what advice he's given from the Zimbabwe side as to what they want. Leave a bit of grass, make it a little bit of a seamer maybe. Very difficult to do that though in Bulawayo. And then Harare is a very good wicket as well. It's a bit more bounce, but a tennis ball bounce, bit loopy the bounce, but still very good for batting. Plenty of runs on offer there if you get in as a batsman.
Very difficult to separate the boys there. Maybe the height can be a little bit of a factor. One thing is sure, supporting Afghanistan all the way through.
Yep, of that there's no doubt. And every reason to be very happy at this juncture in the game. Cut away, there is protection out there, so it'll just be the single.